Well, it's a nice warm Sunday morning and we're right up on the Norfolk coastal area. Going to retrieve my mother's cardigan as she left it at a little cafe yesterday that we went to. So I thought it was a good excuse to get Monty out and have a ride on these lovely country roads, as they were quite nice in the car yesterday. So it's a bloody good excuse for a ride out in the Norfolk countryside. And we haven't ridden Monty for a while now. Been using the bobber. So I have actually ridden it a couple of times in the last week, and it's absolutely lovely, this T120. Such a nice bike. 2 years now since I brought him, and it's lovely. Nice to ride a few different roads. I haven't ridden out this way for a long time. Certainly since I started doing some YouTube stuff. But these are some lovely roads out on the Norfolk coastal area. Here we are. Oh yes, lovely overtake there. So anyway, yes, 2 years on the T120. It's the second one I've had, but a very nice bike. I do really enjoy riding this bike. It's lovely, comfortable, a very nice riding position. I'm 6'1", so for my height it's perfect. Good tank range for a sort of modern classic. I have put some heated grips on since last year as well. They were quite easy to fit, very easy in fact. Only take about half hour to do, and I think that's about it. Haven't bothered getting it serviced at Triumph this year. I've only done about 1,500, 2,000 miles on it since the last service. I will change the oil filter and brake fluid at some point in the next month. And then the rest of it's really just checking. I have now got diagnostics and the OBD plugged, so I can reset the service indicator, and I can play around with the map on this because it's Euro 4. Not that I will, but I can do various things, throttle body adjustments, stuff like that. So do you know what? I don't think I'm going to bother taking it back for a service. Doesn't need the head shimming or the valve clearances checking until it's done 20,000 miles, which is the amount of miles I do every year. Won't be for a few years yet, and I will do that myself. Current mileage is 3,573 miles, so I think I've only done about 1,500 miles this year. But when I do use him, I do normally do a few miles. I don't normally just go out and do 20 miles here and there, so I haven't been riding as much this year. I've been a bit busy, but when I do get out, I do get out and put a few miles on the clock. I'm not sure whether to look at different tyres for this. This handles really well. Got the old sort of Pirelli Phantom tread tyres on it. I wouldn't mind putting something a bit more funky on there, but I want something that's going to last reasonably well, but something perhaps a little bit more sticky. But it does, you can get it over. I've never felt that I've overcooked it on a bend. I mean, I did think about putting some different rear shocks on, but I don't really know that it's that necessary. So there we are, all sorted. Cardigan picked up for Mum, and a nice ride in the Norfolk countryside around the coast. We didn't actually see any sea, but we were only about a quarter of a mile from it. And we've had a nice ride on Monty, so what more could one want on a nice Sunday morning? Venturing into a bit of urban riding today. Don't do much of that these days. Coming on to the edge of Norwich. Keep my wits about me. Also need to get some petrol. I'm taking a guess here. I sort of know where I'm going, but only sort of, so bear with me. City centre, perfect. Although I won't get any fuel if I go through the city centre, I don't think. But actually, I'm not. Let's go around this way. I think this is the ring road. Yes, it is. Let's get some fuel because we are rather low. I think this is the ring road anyway. See, this is how much I know Norwich. I'm sure it is. Yes, must be. Come on, look, leave your handbag alone, darling, and drive. Right, now let's have a little adventure and try and get lost somewhere into the centre. Hopefully, city centre. I come to Norwich quite a lot now, so I quite like just taking random roads and just sort of working out how to get around the cities. You know, when you can move to a new city, it's always interesting. Just sort of learning where you need to go. And the only way to do that really is to actually drive or ride through them, because sat-navs are great, but you never seem to really take into account much. God, look at these bloody scooters. These are lethal, these things. Absolutely effing lethal. Look, she's got little sandals on. Lovely. Motocross bike, no number plate. What more could you want? So yeah, I haven't got a clue where I'm going at the moment, but I'm going to follow into a straight line, and I'm sure I will end up in the city. And as I say, the only way to really learn how to get around in cities is to just ride around. I mean, obviously some of the big ones like London, that will take you a lifetime, but smaller ones, they're quite easy to navigate around. In fact, I already recognising places from where I've already done this sort of area once before, so yes. Look at that, part of the old city wall there. Oh, that's right, you ride on the wrong side of the road, you little twat. Jesus Christ, what is wrong? Cyclists, I'll tell you what, it's a law unto themselves, they are. I used to quite like riding around London when I lived in London, especially in the evenings. Years ago, we used to go out on our bikes summer's evening. The roads were quite quiet then, and it's just really nice. You really get to learn a place just riding round and round. You wouldn't want to now, but you'd probably get pulled off the bike and the bike's stolen. But 30 odd years ago, it was a lot safer. There we are on the outskirts of Norwich now. Little ride through the centre. Nice and easy on a bike like this. The GS, it's alright, but this big old lumpy thing. I mean the mirrors stick out a little bit now, but easy to dart in and out of the traffic. Quite a nice bike to use. I mean it's a bit heavy, but it is small, so it's quite compact. So you're in the perfect riding position. I just love riding this bike. It's such a lovely bike to ride. And there we are, back on the A11.